Mark, a 38-year-old single dad, was hurrying down the glossy hallway of his Manhattan high-rise, juggling a grocery bag in one hand and holding his curious 3-year-old daughter Lily with the other. It had been a long day at the auto repair shop, and he was looking forward to a quiet evening at home. Lily chattered about the colorful lights outside the windows, oblivious to her dad's exhaustion. As Mark turned the corner, he noticed a door slightly ajar at the end of the hall. Something about it caught his attention, and despite himself he slowed down. Curiosity got the better of him. Mark glanced inside, his eyes widening in shock. Standing there mid-change was Sophia Drake, the 28-year-old billionaire heiress, whose name seemed to dominate every society page in New York. Mark's heart skipped a beat, and he quickly tried to look away, but it was too late. She had caught him in the act. Mortification washed over him, and his palms went clammy. He muttered a hurried apology, but the words felt clumsy and inadequate. Sophia's reaction surprised him. She didn't scream or call security. Instead, she arched an eyebrow and smirked, tilting her head with a teasing expression. "Well, this is awkward," she said, her tone calm and unexpectedly playful. Mark stumbled over his words, trying to explain it was an accident, that he hadn't meant to peek. Lily tugged at his pant leg, sensing his nervousness, while Mark felt the impossible weight of embarrassment settle in. Despite the tension, he couldn't help noticing how composed and confident Sophia seemed, even in such a vulnerable moment. After a pause, Sophia laughed lightly, brushing off the incident. "Relax, it's fine, just try not to make a habit of it," she said, tossing him a small hand towel as if to restore some dignity. Mark caught it, blushing furiously, and mumbled thanks. There was an unexpected warmth in her gesture, a human touch beneath the glamorous headlines he'd seen of her life. He realized this wasn't just a billionaire being untouchable. She was approachable, witty, and oddly comforting. As he hurried away, still heart racing, he couldn't shake the feeling that this chance encounter might be the beginning of something entirely unexpected, something that could change both their lives. The hallway seemed quieter now, the distant hum of the city filtering through the windows. Sophia leaned against the doorway, her arms crossed casually, her smirk never fading. "You know," she said, her voice teasing yet soft, "most people in this building wouldn't dare peek in here." Mark's face burned hotter than ever, but her calm, almost amused demeanor made it impossible to stay completely flustered. He swallowed hard, trying to gather his thoughts. "I promise I wasn't trying to," he stammered, still holding the grocery bag as Lily peeked curiously from behind him. Sophia's laughter rang out, light and genuine, and for a moment Mark felt the tension ease. Sophia stepped closer, her presence commanding but not intimidating. "I can tell," she said, tilting her head slightly. "Accidents happen." Mark blinked, astonished at how she made the situation feel normal. Not like a headline or scandal, but like a human moment. He noticed the small details, the warmth in her eyes, the subtle way she adjusted her silk robe, the faint scent of her perfume that lingered in the air. For a billionaire, she seemed approachable, almost ordinary. Mark realized that beneath the public persona, Sophia was someone navigating, life mistakes and all, just like him. Lily, sensing the sudden ease, stepped forward and tugged gently at Mark's sleeve. "Daddy," she whispered, "she's nice." Mark gave her a small, nervous smile, still unsure how to respond. Sophia crouched slightly, meeting Lily's gaze. "Hey there, little one," she said warmly, ruffling Lily's hair. "You seem like a smart, curious girl." Mark's heart skipped again, not just from embarrassment, but from the surprising kindness Sophia was showing. It was a rare, unexpected human connection in a world where wealth often created walls. He felt a spark of gratitude mixed with the weird thrill of their odd, awkward first encounter. Sophia straightened up, smoothing her robe and smiling faintly at Mark. "You "Should bring Lily over sometime," she said, her tone light but sincere. "We could have some fun with those little gadgets she seems fascinated by." Mark hesitated, then nodded, still processing how natural she felt. "Really?" he asked. "Really?" She confirmed, giving him a wink before turning back into her apartment. As the door closed softly behind her, Mark exhaled deeply, glancing down at Lily, whose wide eyes mirrored his own amazement. That accidental glance had turned into an unexpected connection, one neither of them had anticipated, and something told him their lives were about to change in ways they couldn't yet imagine.